Hi, my name is Bob. This is my wife's 2018 Mini Cooper Clubman. It has run-flat tires on it, and it does not have a spare tire. Well, it does now, and that's why I'm making a video. I'm going to show you if you have a Mini and you want to add a spare. This is how I did it. Last year, my wife had a flat tire. It blew out on a sidewall and kind of left her stranded. It created a little bit more of a situation than it would have been if she had a spare tire with her. So I got the cover off. I'll put it back on and show you that it fits nice and flush. But that's it. It has a nice little compartment. Now Mini, they provide a weld nut, a threaded weld nut. It's underneath that carpet. The carpet comes out. It's like a cardboard carpet. Just gravity holds it in place. No fasteners. And you'll see there's a threaded nut under there. Now, what I did, I didn't measure the distance. I didn't want to be off. I wanted to be make one perfect drill hole in the carpet. And so I wadded up a piece of duct tape, and I put it in the weld nut, the little threaded weld nut hole, and I put the carpet down, hoping it would stick to the back of the carpet, and it did. But not only did it do that, but it made a indentation in the cardboard, which just gave me a perfect location to drill. I made one hole and it's perfectly aligned. It's beautiful. So then I put the tire in, and I was warned about this when I bought the spare tire. The tire doesn't fit. I mean, it fits in there now, and I'm going to show you what I did to make it fit, but it didn't fit. It was interfering with the carpet and this sill trim. Well, the instructions that kind of are posted with the spare tire mentioned you may have to cut a piece of the sill trim out, which this was for me anyways. This was an expensive car. I didn't want to cut any bits if I didn't have to, so I took the sill trim off first. And spoiler alert, I didn't have to cut the trim, and I'm going to show you what you do if you don't want to cut your trim. The sill plate is attached with 4 fasteners along its vertical wall. Now these fasteners are standard interior trim fasteners where they have you pop the head off. It looks like a little mushroom. It's like a little cap and a stem. You pop that part off, and then you take the whole fastener out. Don't try to pry the whole fastener out. You'll damage something. But the top comes off super easy, and then once that's off, it releases the retention from the fastener, and that comes out really easy. Anyways, 4 attachments along the vertical wall, and then this it just snaps straight up. Super easy. Anyways, now once that sill plate is off, it exposes the carpet. I made 2 cuts in the carpet on each side of that tire, but I just made 2. I didn't cut the carpet out. What I did is I cut it far enough so I could fold it over on itself, and this way, if I ever want to, I could restore it the way it used to be. I don't think I will now. I think I'm always going to have the spare tire. When I sell it one day, it'll have it too, but whatever. I didn't want to remove the carpet, so I didn't have to. I just made a couple, I guess lengthwise or cuts normal to the edge, and folded it over, and noticed the tire fit, and then the sill plate went on, and now this tire comes in and out as much as I want. So that's how I got it in there. And this tire, I want to talk about the jack, by the way, but this tire, if I was to take off this plastic, you'd see the foam. It all came as a kit, but this styrofoam, it has pockets for a jack, but the jack that would fit in there, it's $115, and I'm not cheap, but that's crazy to me anyways, that when I can get a jack, the one sitting next to the tire, I got that for less, like $19 on Amazon, and it's rated as pretty heavy duty. It's 1,500 pounds or whatever, but it's got like hundreds of people swearing by it. And what I did is I made a little a little holder for it, and let me show you how I made that holder. About a month ago, I had something delivered to my house in a pallet. And it had packing materials, and it had a bunch of wood like this. This is just dumb wood. And I cut I cut 2 strips, length, you know, strip here and here. And this is super thin. I don't know what kind of board you'd call it, but that also came with my packing material. I hate buying something if I don't have to. But anyways, it's super thin. And then I used this box as a template to cut that hole out. Use a jigsaw, cut it out, and screwed it down, and that's not going anywhere. This tire's sure in the heck not going anywhere. And then my last problem I had was my 4-way wouldn't fit. I had a big old 4-way in there. So for the time being, I'm ordering, I've got a 17 millimeter lug wrench on order through Amazon. Should be here in a few days. But in the meantime, I happen to own a breaker bar, and I've got a 17 mil socket on that breaker bar. I don't like using this breaker bar to change tires, but it'll do until the little $15 wrench comes in, and that's it. That's how I put a spare tire into my vehicle. But one last thing, last but not least, and I don't know how hard this is going to be doing it one-handed, but I want to show you that this trim piece, trunk trim, oh, that went in now, right? Look at it, it's beautiful. It fits in nice and flush. Can't even tell I have anything under there. I'm old school where I think every car should have a spare tire. If you agree, go ahead and add it. Now, the company I bought the spare tire from, I bought it online, and they happen to be really local to me. They're down the street, oddly enough, and so I went to visit them and saved money on my shipping. And they're really good people, and that's why I'm bringing it up. I'm very impressed with their shop, with the people that work there. I'm going to add a link to their website on my description. So if you want to get the tire from them, go ahead. If not, that's fine. Maybe you can get one from a junkyard. Mine was 17-inch. I'm guessing if you can't find one for a Mini, maybe one from a BMW would work. Finding one for a Mini might be tough because I don't know how many spare tires they put in these things. We've owned a few and none of them had spares. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.